Hey, welcome back. We're back in Timberborn today in our modified colony, and we have a bunch of projects to work on. First off, we're going to start in our automated area here, and I think what we're going to do here is one, we're going to start working on destroying this mountain. Two, we're going to start on a back for our giant reservoir here. Three, we're going to come out and cross the river and set up a logging area here. Originally, I had hoped that we would be importing enough stuff to keep up with everything, but the distribution posts just aren't keeping up, so we might make some of our other stuff locally, other than just our fuel. Our second set of projects for the day involves our colony over here where we're building everything. I think the first thing that we're going to do is try and put a tunnel down into this reservoir so that the beavers can go directly to the bottom. Eventually, I would like to drop the underwater water pumps in here, but for now, we might just go right over the top and build some pumps in there so that they can get some water and get going. We'll probably also move the district center and probably set up some tree farms here for these guys to keep in logs because, again, the distribution posts just aren't handling it. And finally, I think we're going to try and remove this little bit of mountain right here and move the distribution post over and probably put in a couple more. And then we can figure out what we want to do with this area right here. That way we're shipping more of our raw materials out, and hopefully that helps keep up in some of the other areas. Well, the first thing we're going to do is try and rescue this beaver bot. Somehow he got over here. I am not 100% sure how. There's no platform for him to get over here with. So I think we don't need this anymore. Let's remove you. And we are going to build another side platform here. And we'll see if that gets in there in time to maybe save that beaver, or at least the beaver bot. Let's go with this, but I don't need these at high. Let's put you back to normal. There we go. All right, our next project, let's see if we can expand out over the river here. So we're going to go this way, and what do we say? We could try a bridge, but I think we're just going to go with platforms. There we go. And then take a nice road, maybe a couple roads here, and we will get some lumberjacks to start clearing these out just as soon as they can get over here. There we go. Better not forget to mark the trees, though. There we go. All these trees, all these trees. Now, this wall is going to have to come through here eventually, so let's just mark those for just take these out. They'll get to that eventually. Got a bunch of dynamite here, so let's go ahead, take that down. Looks like I gotta wait until they get this other dynamite in here, so we'll just set all these dynamite up and come back. These I can go ahead and get rid of. There we go. That looks good. And over here, we are just going to put in levees all along the back wall here. We'll do about 3 at a time. Could I leave some of this dirt here? Probably. Am I going to? No, probably not. We're going to make it all uniform. Not that it really makes much difference in this context, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and toss in ladders. There we go. And we're going to take a road from here all the way over. Let's get our ladders the rest of the way in. There we go. They'll get all that built, and hopefully they can work their way across the back there. We're going to go ahead and hop over to our supply depot next. So I think we're just going to use some regular stairs here, just for something different or something usual. I'm not 100% sure, but either is fine. Get rid of all of these. We'll toss in some roads. See if we can go up to speed 2 without hurting our frame rate too much. Here we go. We'll make a road around here so they can just come and drop off all of these explosives that they have. There we go. Now in here, let's see what we can do real quick. I'm going to take this out and take this out. We'll put in a tunnel. Tunnel through levee. There we go. Tunnel through levee. Will it not let us put one there if we don't have something for it to go onto? Let's find out real quick. Yeah, that was it. Not a problem. And we will put in regular levees right on top of it. One there, and then while I'm looking at it, that's not going to work, is it? So let's get all of this high prioritied up. Oh, that's already done. Excellent. We'll set those to high priority. We'll set that to high priority. And that should help with the water. Now, once these guys are in here, let's put in some more platforms. We kind of want it to come out to the middle of the lake. In fact, let's put in 3s here. There we go. We will want them. How high will we want them? Probably pretty high. Water pump. Oh, that's the regular water pump. Deep water pump. There we go. I'm pretty sure they can go higher than that. So let's see. Is that the same height as the dam? Yeah. Let's see if that's the right height or if we need to go down one. No, that looks to be the right height. So, we're actually going to have to go back up, it looks like. Let's remove all this. Let's go. We'll put a 2 here. Put some 3s. Regular old steps. More steps. Does that get you the right height? Sure does. Let's do 1s along here. 3s. And 1s. Is that more planks and everything? Yeah, it is. But honestly, it helps keep me from going insane from having things different heights for no reason. So maybe that's just a me thing, but I prefer it to be nice and organized like that. Even if we're just going to replace it eventually with underwater ones. Let's see, that's in there. You are almost done, and then you can be done. Wonderful. They'll get that taken care of. Now, the next thing, and so far the hardest thing to do, is probably moving this geothermal industry area. Question is, where do we want it? I could run a road out this way. Maybe if I put it here, we can reach more stuff. I just have to figure out where I can do that. So I'm going to take a look at the stats here. Geothermal industry. Right now, 70 and 3. Okay. So we're going to delete you. There we go. And now, there we go. That reaches all the way up there, and it looks like it's going to reach much farther over there. Let's go ahead and start on getting this part of the mountain removed. Since we don't really need it, the bots don't really care about having a mountain or not having a mountain, so we don't have to worry too much about them. Can you get up there? Yeah, it's green there, so you should be just fine there. All right. Now, let's take a look. Let's get in a couple of foresters here. How about a forester We're just going to put you right here. Yep, and I want a forester here by the house. We will put in a couple of lumberjacks. One here, one here, one here. And we'll put in just a whole lot of maples. Those will take a little bit to get planted and get really going, but that should help us out quite a bit. On the back side here, I have noticed that I am missing some paper, so we're going to go ahead and get in paper here. And, I don't know if I like that. I don't think I like them that way. Let's turn them and see what that looks like. Paper. 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 And then in these empty spots, let's put some extra gears because we're always low on gears. Let's go ahead and do this around here. We'll get those hooked in. And there we go. That should be plenty of stuff. Let's make these the highest priority so that we know those get done first and we don't run out of water. Looks like our reservoir is at least completed for now. They've made a nice stairway to nowhere. They'll fix that eventually. Look at this. They've already got a bunch of this dynamite done in this area. Let's take that out. Nothing like a good explosion. All right, let's go ahead and start marking some of this. They'll get that other dynamite in there, I'm sure. Checking back in on this area, it looks like we've been out of wind long enough to actually let all of our batteries go dead. That's amazing. We had a ton of power there. So the wind must have died for a while, but that's the risk you take with windmills. On the bright side, this looks like we've got our explosion ready. So let's go ahead and hit that. We'll get rid of a lot of this in here. My poor frame rate. That's all right. It happens. Okay, let's go ahead and get you out of here. Get you out of here. And get you out of here. And we'll have to wait for them to get all that done. They do need to make their way across the lake, though. I've set that on a slightly higher priority, so hopefully they get in there and get that done. Hopefully the wind picks back up and these batteries really start to take off. Now here, I have 4 windmills that aren't connected to anything, so let's... You know what? No, let's just individually do these. We will make you a bit higher. No, let's just make you normal. You're not in there yet. Make you normal. Make you normal. You're normal. And I guess they will need the ones above it, but that's okay. We'll come back and figure all that out. While waiting, I did notice there was something else that I need to put in here. So what we're going to do is we're going to add power to this area as well, because these deep sea water pumps take 400 power to run. So let's see if we can once again use this method. We're going to come under here, probably come up here, take these 2 out. We're going to put in, let's see, I believe that's underwater. Yep. Grand pipes, straight pipes, powered levee. That's what we need right there. And then we are going to put in a regular levee right on top. And that should finish it off for us. And we will make these both high priority so we know that it gets done in the next 8.5 days, or a little less than 8.5 days. And that way, we can at least have power through the dam as well. To fix a small problem I keep having of all these berry bushes that keep dying every drought, we're just going to make a canal here and see if we can get some water to stay. Hopefully, there'll be enough paths to get around this. And then I might actually be able to replace out this forester with something else. So let's toss down some dynamite. Actually, we can do that right there. And we'll put another piece of dynamite right there. And hopefully we can get down quite a few layers. I usually like to go 3 layers down on my canal. You pretty much only need 2 on hard mode to make sure that there's water in at the end, but a 3rd one never really hurts. So we're going to do that. Well, they've got another layer here, so let's go ahead and get rid of that. There we go. See, that's starting to look pretty nice in there. Let's go ahead, get this filled in one more time. There we go. And that'll get cleared out. This will all get cleared out, and we can start moving on to the next section. Now, the wind has not been very kind to us lately, as you can see by these poor batteries. So hopefully the wind picks up and everything gets going again. Here's one more layer off. Those super speed beavers really get stuff done when there's stuff to do, or stuff that they're able to do. I don't know that the wind has been any more cooperative, but they are getting stuff done, so I guess I can't complain too much. Go ahead, put you in there. We'll put a couple more in here to clear all this out. Looks like they're slowly building their way up the side here, and hopefully they get all of that in. Our first major project is in with these 3 pumps. That will supply our geothermal turbine over here with a decent amount of water. It's staying right around here, maybe a little more, maybe a little less, but as you can see, our power supplies for the beavers are now pretty much constantly on, which means they're getting a lot more done, which means hopefully once we get this mountain down, we can set up some distribution posts to send out some of this stuff. Our industrious beaver bots looks like they've got all of their dynamite in over here that they can put in for now, so let's go ahead and get rid of that. Detonate that out. In 10 frames or less, it looks like. We'll detonate all those. Get rid of those. Get rid of those. And now we can get rid of this stack of junk. Let's see. Delete buildings. Yep, these right here. And now we just have to put in some more of these. We'll take a path over there. There we go. And we'll go ahead and lay our dynamite for the next area. There we go. They'll take care of that. Again, it'll probably take them just a little bit. Let's make sure that the ladders are always the highest priority, that they're building those first as they can go through. Oh, they already got a couple more pieces of dynamite in there. Good job there, bots. There we go. We'll take a look back at that here in just a second. While we wait for our science to tick up to 50,000 so we can finally replace this bottom level here, we're going to send some of our bots over to harvest all this metal so that we can put another industry section over here. Let's figure out our layout on this. Let's go from about, let's say right here. And maybe here. And over this way. We'll toss in a couple of scavenger flags. As much as I like these as decoration, we kind of do need the metal right now, and that'll help us get going quite a bit. while we're here, let's see if we can figure out how we want to take the power out of here. Now, the power hookups from here, there's not one in the middle over here. So let's see if we can go from the middle on this side. We'll do a 4-way split here. There we go. We'll drag out a couple of these. There we go. There we go. And power. Let's turn that around. There we go. Now we can see what we're doing. Sort of. Some days that's helpful, some days not so much. There we go. And that should lead us into a place that we can have power. Now the question is, how do we get down here to actually build that? So let's put in stairs here. Nope. We're going to do this, this, and this. That. We'll put a road right to it. We might end up removing that all later, but that's not that big a deal. We'll have to figure out a way to get up to those too, I think. We'll have to make some temporary scaffolding. Here we go. We'll just do this and this. And they should be able to make most of that. Well, actually, you know, if I do it the other way around, we do this, and we make a little bit of scaffolding here for it, and we do this, then they should be able to get everywhere. There we go. They'll get to work on that. They should have plenty of materials to get going. Looks like we have built our reservoir. I might go ahead and move that up to 1 and see if that keeps us a little extra water in there. I would really like for it to go up, but I really don't want it to overflow either. So we'll keep an eye on that and see how it goes. Even after all that work, somehow I managed to flood the place, which of course flooded our power source here. So I'm going to toss in an emergency pump, and we'll probably set up some kind of water detection system down here to turn this on whenever the pump, whenever this area gets wet. Let's see. Let's go water. Oops, water, and we'll go stream gauge. There we go. We're going to put you right about here. And then we're going to link you, advanced, attach a stream gauge. Yep. Oops, that one. This one here. Oh, I guess it's got to be built first. Once that's built, we'll attach it and get everything taken care of there so that if there's any water in here, this one will be quickly occupied and it'll be quickly removed. About halfway through our next cycle, and it looks like we finally got the first of our science goals, the 50,000, so we can unlock our workplace for, there we go, and we're going to do very important there so that they always have water. And now, theoretically, as long as this doesn't flood, we should always have power going into this area, which will be a huge bonus, making things much, much easier. And we've got our stuff coming up over here, so we could probably do some more industrial section in this area. Our gears that we put in this section are up and ready to go. Let's go ahead and put in some more stuff here. Let's go. Let's do something. First of all, we'll do something like this. And add those in. There we go. Now, we have got plenty of scrap, but we need a couple more explosive factories, a couple more books, and we could probably use some more paper mills, and probably some lumber mills as well. So let's start with the printing presses. We'll start with those. Landscaping-wise, let's see. We need our explosive factory. Nope, not dynamite itself. Dynamite factories. There we go. And then from here, let's see if we can... Where's our paper? There we go. Let's toss in paper. Paper this way. There we go. There we go. And we can put a road in here. And then since the beavers are out of range for that, we'll put in another one over here. Back behind here, we don't really need much, but we can use it to connect in power if we need to. Let's see. We'll go ahead and put in a couple more of the sawmills. Let's put them. Well, we can't put it there. If I move you, science, if I move you down to the end of the road, yeah, it covers the buildings pretty well. Let's get our two lumber mills in here. And of course, we can't get that last one in there unless we turn the last one around, which we really could do. Let's turn them all around. Let's go this way. There we go. And now we can just put a road there. This should connect power across. Last I knew, they did connect in power. So we'll do that. Now we've got a little bit more industry, and we'll wait until that grows up just a bit so that we know we still have power coming out of here that we have extra. We should at this point, but we'll figure that out. It looks like after a bit of waiting, we did manage to get our area here all cleaned out. So I think we're going to go ahead and put in a couple extra distribution posts. We'll figure out how the logistics work on all of that here afterwards. We're going to put one in here, and I don't know, will I eventually be able to slide one in there? I think so. We'll get those two built, then we'll move this one maybe across the road so that, or maybe we'll move it over here. I kind of like the idea of moving it over there. Let's go hauling post, and we're going to put you, how about right there? Let's get that one done first. What's our worker priority over here? Put that here. And I think eventually this is going to mean that we need more housing over here so we can have more beavers. But that's not that big a deal. We can just toss another barracks in here. Large barracks. There we go. Put you in there. Get a couple of ladders. Oh, they don't like that. Let's do this. We will put in you, and you, and you. And we will make this one the highest priority. We'll make this one the second highest priority so that gets done, and this stuff is no longer cut off, because I think that's going to a couple of different places that we could really use them getting moved over to. Since we moved our district over here, we might be able to get into more of this area over here. Let's see if I take and connect this road here. Yeah, that gives us quite a bit longer range. Also, we can store ourselves a little more water here. Let's put in a couple of dams right across here. There we go. We'll put a road across there. I don't know if we're going to need a road, but there we go. That's in. In fact, we could almost, if it reaches, we could almost go to there so they have yet another connection. Over here, let's see, can they can probably come down here and clear out some of these trees. At least get that much done. So let's toss in a couple of lumberjacks. There we go. And mark these trees to get rid of so that we have yet another path over there. There we go. That'll work out pretty well. We just got to wait for him to get that built as well. Even with our revamped distribution network that hopefully brings in more supplies to all the districts, including the automated one here, we're still looking at a lot of stuff that needs to be made. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to set up a forester over here. There we go. And pretty much fill this whole area with maples. Let's take a road maybe out this way, and we'll see how far back we can put a lumberjack. Can I put it anywhere here? No, that's literally the last place I can put it. Okay. Well, that should cover just about everything. Let's go ahead and just say we'll plant maples everywhere in here and everywhere in here. We'll remove this road because we're not going to need it. Here we go. It's probably be easier if I just did this, wouldn't it? Yes, there we go. And plant and maple. And hopefully when that grows up, there will be a lot more lumber to work on this. In fact, I might want to check and see where this cuts off. It looks like right about here. So we're not actually going to want to plant here or here or here. Or that one. And then we will move around. Hopefully that'll be enough trees to help get this stuff built here. To get all our supplies out of our supply depot, I've added a lot of these distribution posts so that we can double and triple even our deliveries daily out to other locations. And we're probably going to do that in a couple of places here. For instance, down here in our industrial section that we have going on, we're going to add a couple of distribution posts in here. That way we can hopefully get them all out of here. Let's see. Distribution post. We'll put in 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we'll get those all set up and get them taken out to other places. Also, I think we're going to go ahead and mine or explode down some of this area in here. I guess we could mine it, but we don't really need the dirt. So we're just going to go ahead and get rid of the hills. And then I think we're going to use this for another section as well. Something else to grow maybe a little bit more resources. I know we're supposed to be getting them in. We're just still not getting them in fast enough for me. So let's go ahead and toss a road in here. We'll toss a road in here. And then up here, we'll go ahead and put in dynamite. We're going to dynamite this area. We're going to dynamite this area. Now, how far over can I get here? Well, I guess we won't know until we put the stairs in. But hopefully, we'll be able to get even a little farther here. What I'm going to do is that and this. And then we're going to mark these trees for demolition, those for demolition, and we'll set them up as the highest priority. That way we know they get out of there just as soon as they can be got to. Look at this. We have got our lake completely set up down here. And there is our one beaver that is just maintaining all of it. I'm not 100% sure where they're going. They seem to prefer that path. So maybe I'll take that path out so they have to use one of the top paths. But that's fine. So, Sozil of the Lake, what is your wisdom? I can see that. Well, hopefully we can live up to that. Thank you, Sozil of the Lake. We managed to get our second science goal, so let's go ahead and purchase that deep sea water pump. Let's see what that looks like. Wow, that's very... that's very interesting looking. Let's see, construction is too far away from a district. Build or toggle more path. Well, first thing that we're going to do, we're going to have to remove a lot of this. Let's go ahead and just go through here and we'll just cut out all of that right there. And we are going to take this. There we go. And let's see. Where is the... Ah, there is the entrance. Where can I put... Looks like I can put the power in this side. Let's check real quick. Power connection is blocked. Power connection is blocked. I'm not 100% sure where we power this thing up. It requires 400 power. But, it does not seem to give an explanation of how to use it. Well, let's just get rid of all of this that we just put in. It worked well, but we're going to try something different with it before the end. Here, there we go. Let's go. Go steps down. There we go. There we go. Do water. Deep sea water pump. We're going to put... Let's do... We want an extra space there. So let's put 3 of them here, maybe? All right. This should come down here. Here. We'll put that in there. That should give them all enough room to get down there. Now the question is, can I get power down there to where it will actually allow me to do anything with it? So let's snake the power cord down there real quick. There we go. There we go. Straight one there, straight one there. Down the hill. We'll put a down the hill one here too. Over here. Actually, we probably want to go around this way, don't we? So let's hold off on building this. We'll build all these around here. There we go. And we'll put you in here. You in here. And will it let me connect in? Does it? Power connection is blocked. Construction is too far. Where in the world does the power go in this? Does it go into one of these? It's all blocked. Let's see. Power connection is blocked. Power connection is blocked. Okay. If I remove this, let's check that out. If I... Can I put it on the side here anywhere? You know what? Let's just do this. Deep sea water pump. We will see where it says it's not blocked at. Blocked, blocked. Nope, that's blocked. Huh. I do not know. Well, that's a bit disappointing. I really wanted to use that. Let's see. Remove the water again. I gotta see what I'm doing. Power. Anywhere? No? No? Do I have to hook it up to a levee then, maybe? A levee. Construction site. Do I actually have to hook it in that way? Too far. Well, it didn't say it was blocked. That's weird. Do I have to hook these up to a levee instead? Let's take a look. Water. Levee. It's too far. Well, tell you what. Let's remove these for a minute. We'll get this all built in there. And then we'll go from there. I do wonder if I built it up here. Well, okay. Power. I know it's not too far. Connection is blocked on all sides. Let's get the levee. So it looks like it has to be connected to a levee. That seems to be the only way that it seems to be getting any power. And then again, I'm not 100% sure that that's going to work. So what we'll do is, instead of this here, we are going to put in powered levees. That button, there we go. They can go out this way. Now we can take those deep sea water pumps. Maximum depth 0. I don't know exactly what that means. Do they work at the bottom? Well, we will find out here in just a second. I took a couple minutes to figure out how these things actually work, and I have it all wrong. Of course, so we're going to actually remove these. We're going to, first of all, see through the water, because that's really annoying when you can't. We do not need these base plates. Yep. We do not need this here. Well, we might need that one over there. We will put in deep sea water pumps right on the bottom here. And then where you have to hook these up is actually right to this log. That's the only place it hooks up. And it'll hook up from either side, so with 3 of these in a row, I don't have to do anything else other than put in one of these. And then get it all connected up. Now, while we're talking about connecting up, found out that the healer does not pass power through, which is disappointing at best. We're going to make those high priority. Yep. And what we're going to do is we're just going to put up a monument over here. Not that the beavers are going to benefit from it, but, you know, you never know. The labor monument, we're just going to toss you right in there, and that should pass power through there and then down the dam, over and around, and to these right here. Hopefully our water source can hold out. We should have plenty of trees in here to finish that, though. But I think that's going to do it for this time. We'll come back and check next time on this. Our industrial section is in. Everything is going. We've even got a little path up here. Next time, we'll be heading toward this mine up here. And I think we're going to head up to this area because I've got a big plan for that next time. So, with our wall almost done here, I'm just going to say thank you very much for stopping by. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I hope to see you next time. Bye!